This special bobsled team comes from Jamaica, a country where there is no snow. Today's recommendation is the inspirational Olympic movie Lightning on Ice. Jesse is a great sprinter from Jamaica. Today is the Olympic trials. Jesse has built up an advantage from the start, but an accidental fault by number 11, Bowen, also interferes with Jesse in number 6. Luca. Jesse's 4-year Olympic dream is in tatters. Jesse approached Olympic officials to request a rematch, but was denied. Seeing a picture of the Olympic bobsled champion and his father on the wall, Jesse was determined to start a bobsled team to compete in the Olympics. Luckily for him, the Jamaican bobsled team didn't have to try out for the Olympics. Eddie is an amateur race car driver. To watch him race, you have to stay away from the track. Jesse found his best friend Eddie and convinced him to join the team. Owen, a former champion bobsledder, is a gambling and drinking addict. Jesse uses a photo of Owen to convince him to become the coach of the bobsled team. Jesse organizes a briefing to recruit bobsledders. Owen introduces everyone to bobsledding. Sled cars slid down the track at breakneck speeds. Occasionally, someone slides off the track. Accidents can be life-threatening. Eddie is the only one left in the crowd. Luca and Bowen, who also have Olympic dreams, joined the bobsled team. The 4 of them put on their strongest suits and started their first training session. The first training session was a complete wipeout. The second, the third. Finally, on the 10th run, the 4 of them made it to the car. Owen found an ice cream truck for Eddie to experience the temperature on the ice. Next, they had to learn how to steer, but Eddie's steering went off the road without a hitch. Owen couldn't get the funding for the bobsledding program from the Olympic Committee officials. The 4 of them began organizing various fundraisers. Sponsors left when they heard they were going to compete in the bobsled race. In the end, it was Bowen who traded in his beloved car for tens of thousands of dollars. The guys had to try to get used to the -20-degree temperatures in Canada. Of course, the first thing they did was buy the thickest down jackets they could find. Owen found an old, beat-up sled truck that someone else had left behind. Their appearance immediately attracted the attention of the other teams. Their first acclimatization session made headlines. They put aside the distractions of the outside world and went for it. For the first time, they started within 6 seconds, and they've come to appreciate this opportunity even more. Every day starts with a morning run. In the afternoon, physical training. In the evening, they practice their starts on the ice. In the bathtub, they practiced turning and accelerating. Owen gave them uniforms. In the preliminaries, they started perfectly, skated fast, made beautiful turns, and finished the race for the first time. Their time was 59 seconds. The team celebrates their qualification for the official race. People in their hometowns are watching the race on live TV. In the first round of the official race, there's a mishap right from the start. Bowen didn't get into the sled in time. The bobsled was bumping all over the place. It's clear that the Jamaican bobsled team, which is making its Olympic debut, is not well received. After the race, Owen analyzed and encouraged the team. In the second round, they're taking it easy. A perfect start, a beautiful turn, and an accelerated sprint. The final time was 58 seconds. They also entered the finals in 8th place. People from their hometowns have gathered in front of their TVs to watch the final. The hosts are even predicting that Jamaica will win the gold medal. A perfect start to the race puts them ahead of all their rivals. They're leading all the way to the finish line. A screw has fallen out of the old bobsled. The Jamaican bobsled team has had an accident. 4 members of the team carry the bobsled to the finish line. The crowd applauds their Olympic spirit. The movie is based on a true story. They didn't beat the competition, but they beat themselves.